Hey, welcome, welcome. Betty Smith with Scioto County Daily News. We are the people's news. We're number one for a reason, and that reason is you. We're here at 612 Chillicothe Street at Photography, Web Design, and much more studios. And I have the lovely pleasure to speak with Chris Cooley again, here as Scioto County advocate for disabilities. And Chris is going to go into that a little bit more. We're just happy to have you back, Chris, because I know you got big stuff coming up in March, correct?
That is so true. So many things coming up, so many things happening all over, even though, it feels like, the new year's coming in, we're getting the new folks in our government and things like that. It could be overwhelming, but, we strive to have our events. We strive to keep our community going because we want our community to feel like, they're safe. They're okay.
And they're going to be taken care of,
They're going to be taken care of.
I know that's an issue right now.
Yes.
I have been watching.
Right. So I am an advocate, as Betty said. My name is Chris Cooley. I'm 47, and I was born and raised here in Scioto County, on the west side of the of Portsmouth. We always call it the worst side, but it's the west side.
I disagree, but go ahead.
She disagrees. And a lot of others would too.
Yeah.
So I'm an advocate for Scioto County and for all over, no matter where. For people with multiple disabilities.
Yes.
Service dogs, an advocate for other communities out there. And so, you never know where I'm going to be.
Okay.
You never know where you're going to see me pop up.
Right.
Because when I hear of somebody denying someone with disabilities, I'm going to be there.
Yeah. Now, I do want to ask something about that. So say you do see someone, I don't want to use the word despair, but they're having difficulties or they don't have an advocate. How do they reach you, or
Well, there's plenty of ways to reach me if you really wanted, if you needed an extra hand, extra talk, or extra, whatever it may be. You can always Google my name.
Okay.
And information will pop up. Okay. Well, you can always, find a county board, and any county board that serves multiple disabilities will know who you're talking about.
Okay.
And if they don't, they know somebody that does.
And I'm going to say one other thing to that as a follow-up, I guess. When you're dealing with folks like probably, do you deal with more like people from city council, or do you deal with people from the like the commissioners? Is there any specific group that you have to go to say, hey, here's my concerns and here's what's not? Because, I'm sure you've had to go and stand in front of folks and say, hey, here's our problem. We need it fixed, like sidewalks or whatever.
Right. I start off with, and this, I'll get into this, but then I'll go on talk about the other parts and groups that I belong to. Is that I start off with, when I hear something that is not right, that could be better and could be worked on, I'll start out with social media.
Okay.
Because I want to fire social media up.
Okay.
I want to start that conversation, because when I do, or if I do go to a council meeting, or if I go to a governor meeting, whatever it may be, if I decide I need to go there, I have a lot of information.
Right.
From people giving me their feedback, people giving me their ideas.
So you become their voice, essentially. Yeah.
It's like, I'm not hiding behind the cameras and videos, because I'll show up. Right. If it, just like, being an advocate means being out there, being seen, being heard, and spreading advocacy, doing advocacy work is hard. Right. And it could be a draining thing to you. And sometimes you just step back and take care of yourself, but still be strong for your community,
Yes.
no matter who you're advocating for. So I am an Ohio Tech Ambassador from the Ohio Tech Ambassador Program. You can find it online, ohiotechambassadors.org.
Okay.
And we go out as an individual group and for free. It's free. We go out to all over the county, all over Ohio, and we spread awareness about technology, different technology that helps us live independent in our own home, take transportation, be able to do things in our community. From our cell phones. I use my cell phone a lot with the camera. So if I can't see the menu very well, I could use my video camera and make it bigger.
Yes.
And see the menus. Or I can also use an app on my phone that can read it to me. If I'm in a quiet space, that I can use that. There's a lot of different technology out there that helps individuals with multiple disabilities. And it's a great way to learn. We go to groups, we go to agencies, ISP meetings, you name it. If you invite us to come, we're coming to your classroom.
Right. Oh, good.
Your classroom.
I'm glad you brought that up because Wings of Hope would like to meet with you. The 14th Street Community Center and Wings of Hope, they have a lot of programs for the children. And I know that Maxie Malone has asked me to talk to you. So we'll have to get you out to see the kids.
See, there you go. We are always ready to go out into the community and talk to your group. Let's just say that you're a college and your students are learning special education and bringing us in and allowing us to talk to them, because a teacher without disability can stand there and teach you all day long.
Right.
And you're going to learn a lot, yes, but knowing it from learning it from somebody that has the disability, you learn better that way.
Right.
I mean, that's how I feel.
Right.
You learn better that way.
Oh, yeah.
Like Columbus Community College. They have the ASL deaf services, classes there, where they teach individuals to become an ASL interpreter.
Okay.
And those,
that's good.
And those so when you walk into the classroom, guess what you get?
You get two teachers, then I'll take it.
You get a deaf teacher.
That's awesome.
You get a deaf teacher. Because how you going to learn it?
Right.
By somebody that actually has that disability.
Yeah.
Those disabilities. So March is developmental Disability Awareness Month.
Awesome.
And here in Scioto County, all over Ohio, and all over the United States, everyone comes together and celebrates their community. We celebrate the community and allowing individuals with multiple disabilities to know that it's okay to let your voices be heard.
Right.
It's okay to be out there in your community, to be seen. And so we create a lot of activities here in Scioto County. I also help other counties too. So here in Scioto County right now, they are having lots and lots and lots of activities coming up.
Right. I do want to, because I know I want to ask this about too. You guys are going to be in the parade for the St. Patrick's Day parade?
We will be there.
Okay,
yes.
Awesome. And then as far as, again, I know you've said how to contact you. What is another resource that folks can contact if they have like a developmental disability?
I will get you there in a second.
Okay. I'll make sure. I'm going to check. Well, you keep talking. I'm going to go ahead and check my phone real quick.
So, March the 4th at the Carousel Center here in downtown Portsmouth. On March the 4th, is the Developmental Disability Awareness Watch Party, where they're going to be watching individuals at the State House that day on virtual. They're going to watch them tell their story. They're going to
Okay.
tell their story. They're going to talk about things that we need to work on, and encourage our representatives and senators to help us and support us. And so we're going to be having that watch party. If you would like to volunteer for that, you can contact the carousel and talk with Jessica Hoffer and Jeff Warner, and they will get you connected and help to come and volunteer, help out. They will have food and drinks and different things. And if you'd like to donate party supplies just to celebrate, helping individuals to know that you support us and you want to bring party supplies and just help us make it a big party.
Okay.
And you're welcome to do that. You could contact Teresa. You could contact Jessica and Jeff, and they will help you with that area. That starts at it is, I want to say it starts at 9 o'clock. Yes, it starts at 9 o'clock on March the 4th.
Okay.
So come out, be with us, celebrate with us, and if you are a business owner, I'd like to encourage you to celebrate with us. Put something on your social media, allowing individuals to see that you support us. Because the way it works, that how I know and I think it works, is that if you support us and we see it, and we know that you're supporting us, we're coming and we're supporting you.
Right.
Because we make our own money and we have our own ways to get there to support you. So that's March the 4th, the watch party, DD Awareness Watch Party. March the 6th is DD Awareness Developmental Disabilities Month proclamation at the commissioner's meeting office. When they do their meetings, they'll come downstairs and dedicate March at the developmental awareness.
Is that Scioto County Courthouse?
Scioto County Courthouse.
Okay.
And that will be happening at the meeting. And some of these meetings, you can watch the Scioto County Developmental Disabilities Board website and their Facebook pages, and a lot of their they'll keep you up to date on the times and things. So you can go to their Facebook page, Instagram page, and follow them, and you can stay up to date with what's going on. March the 15th will be St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Oh,
St.
yes.
Patrick's Day Parade on March the 15th. You could come out and support us, walk with us. We have a YouTube video of me behind the bus, driving the bus. Not really, but hey, if you want a wild ride, come and ride with me.
Right.
I'll be your deaf and blind leprechaun driver. Right. See how we can do it.
I'll make sure I'm waving from you here, right here in front of the building.
But I will have my dog. I will be dressed up as a leprechaun. For that, it's always fun. And you know what would make it more fun is that if individuals without disabilities and individuals with disabilities can dress up and see who can outdress me.
Cool.
If you think you can outdress me, come and outdress me. Let's just have some fun. And so we also have March the 17th at the Portsmouth Public Library. we will be having a deaf and deaf-blind day where I will be reading a book to the kids. And that will start at 10:30 and end at 12. 10:30 to 12 on March the 17th at the Portsmouth Public Library. We will be there. I'll be there. And also the library will have an interpreter, ASL interpreter there. And that day we are celebrating Deaf Awareness Month that day.
Okay.
So Deaf Awareness Month that day we are celebrating, and the goal is to, use sign language, because a lot of our younger kids that are nonverbal don't get that interaction with others.
Right.
So they get to come to the library and be themselves. They get to come and use their sign language, and also have the ASL interpreter there with them.
Right.
And then you also have we'll have artwork after we do reading and snacks. And again, if you want to donate things to support that event, and just bring your kids and have fun.
Right.
Bring your kids and have fun. If you have an elderly person that that has maybe Alzheimer's or other disabilities, or maybe just feels like they're stuck in the house, bring them out and sit with the kids and hear the story, because mostly it's more about how we are no different than anyone else.
Right. Right.
And so as we're talking about we'll go one down real quick.
Yeah, I'll probably have to wrap it up because it's getting, we're like 20 minutes, we're about 20 minutes in, yeah.
Okay. So there is a lot of other things going on. There is a lot of other things going on. And I will share, there's a few that I have shared.
Well, the other thing is too, in the comments, if you're able to put in some of those dates. Also, do you have a website again that they can go to and check out some of these dates, or?
I will, in the comments, I will send it all to you.
Awesome.
So we can put it in the description.
Yes.
And that way, if you have questions, you'll have a number to go to.
Because that's the first thing people ask. They're like, what's going on? We don't know how to get a hold of nobody, and they don't realize the resources that are here.
Right.
That's why we tried to talk to Chris Cooley.
Right. But being an advocate and an Americans with Disabilities Act, American Disabilities Act was founded back in the late 80s and the early 90s. And we celebrate and we're proud to be who we are today and the independence that we have. Because way back then, before the Americans with Disabilities Act, everybody was forced to be put in asylum.
Oh, okay.
Asylum.
Yeah.
No water, hardly, no food. They died there.
Right.
Tied up, chained
Just
up.
kind of discarded them.
Yeah. And families were encouraged not to go back there and visit. And so Americans with Disabilities Act stepped in with a bunch of advocates, and their advocacy work helped get that shut down.
And making a difference.
And made a big difference. And today now, I can sit here and talk to you.
Yes,
I can work.
You can. Yeah.
I can work. I can live on my own. I could go out into my community. So the last thing that I really want to say is, if you want to invite me, no matter where you are, no matter your business, if you want to invite me to come and talk about service dogs, talk about how you can become more accessible, you can reach out to me through the Ohio Tech, OhioTechAmbassadors.org, or you can also contact Scioto County Board, and they will get a hold of me. And no matter where it is, I'll come to you because I want to help you better, so you can be more better for the community.
Right. And that's what counts. That's what counts.
That's what counts.
Yeah.
Because I've had individuals call me. Some from Cincinnati, pay my way there, pay the hotel there, and sit down and talk to them. Clubs and all kinds of places that sit down and talk to me about service dogs. Right. How can they identify what can they do,
Right.
and things like that. And what other, you know, I had a bar and grill that invited me to come and sit down and talk with them
Yeah.
because they wasn't accessible, but people with mobility issues couldn't get in because they didn't have the ramp.
Right.
They didn't know. So I went there and talked to them about it. I sat down with them, and now they have a portable ramp that
Right.
they
Oh,
pull
that's
out.
good. Yeah. Yeah.
And-
Don't you feel good about that?
And so it makes you feel good when you know that individuals want to sit down with you and talk to you
Right.
instead of push you out the door.
Right. Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't, you know, the attitude, I don't care. I don't want, you know, I don't want to talk about it and push you right out the door.
Right. Yeah.
And those attitudes, I kind of fight back.
Right.
I fight back.
Oh yeah. What do you
And
find? Yeah.
it's like no, you need to, because number one, if you think about it, if you're accessible, and another thing, you're talking about getting a lift chair on your staircase.
Yes, I am,
on your
yeah.
staircase.
Yeah. Yeah.
As soon as you get that lift, we can actually say, yes, we could come to the party.
Yeah, I know.
But-
And I think it's in a lot of people, even as a business owner, it is in the back of our minds, but there comes a cost.
Right.
There's a lot of things that play into that.
What the thing is, though, is that if you go to YouTube, to the my YouTube, it's called Technology for Independent with Chris Cooley /OSU. I talk about some unique ideas
Yeah.
and ways that you may be in a building where that it's under the grandfather clock, and sometimes you know, you don't want to mess that up
Right.
to make something different.
Right.
But there is other ways you can make it and make it accessible,
Right.
and pretty cool things that you can make it accessible.
Well, Chris, I'm going to tell you, thank you.
Oh yeah,
You give us all the information we need, and
All right.
we always want you back.
yes,
And I know we're going to wrap it up only because I know people's probably been in here watching, and we can go back and replay a lot of this. And you
Right.
guys know how to reach Chris, and we're happy to have you on. And I will give you hold of you with the Wings of Hope too.
oh yeah, and you know, make sure you pay attention to the description, the comments. We'll be putting in a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I will also, there is an artwork contest at the Columbus Art Museum on March the 9th.
Yes.
That's coming up. So
While you're finished talking to him, I'm going to wrap it up there.
I'm going to put that, I'll put that information in there too.
All right. Chris, thank you. And as always, we are the People's News. We're number one for a reason. And that
Yes.
reason is like people like you. All right. See y'all later.
Yeah.